MK Auto Reviews is your go-to channel for in-depth reviews and analysis of classic and modern vehicles, covering everything from cars to legendary aircraft. Our mission is to bring detailed insights into the performance, history, and engineering of some of the most remarkable machines ever built. Today, we take a deep dive into the Nakajima Ki-43 Hayabusa, a legendary World War II fighter aircraft known for its agility and unique design. The Nakajima Ki-43 Hayabusa was a key fighter aircraft used by the Imperial Japanese Army Air Service during World War II. It played a crucial role in aerial combat, especially in the Pacific theater. Designed for speed and maneuverability, this aircraft was often compared to the Mitsubishi A6M0. However, while the Zero was a naval aircraft, the Hayabusa was built for the Army. One of the defining characteristics of the Ki-43 was its lightweight construction, which allowed it to achieve exceptional aerial agility. This design made it a formidable opponent in dogfights, though it also meant that it lacked the durability and firepower of some of its adversaries. The Ki-43 was powered by a Nakajima HA-115 radial engine, producing around 1,150 horsepower. This engine allowed the aircraft to reach a top speed of approximately 530 km per hour. While this was impressive for its time, later war aircraft, particularly those from the Allied forces, surpassed it in speed and overall performance. The Ki-43 had a wingspan of about 10.8 meters and a length of 8.9 meters, making it a relatively compact yet highly effective machine. Its design prioritized lightness, featuring a mostly aluminium airframe that contributed to its superior maneuverability. However, this also made it more vulnerable to enemy fire. One of the most notable features of the Ki-43 was its retractable landing gear, a feature that not all Japanese aircraft of the time had. This improvement helped reduce drag and improve overall flight performance. The aircraft was equipped with two 12.7mm Ho-103 machine guns, which were considered underpowered compared to the armaments of American and British fighters. Some later versions of the Ki-43 were fitted with additional weaponry, but firepower remained one of its main weaknesses. The agility of the Ki-43 made it a favorite among Japanese pilots, particularly in the early years of the war when it could outmaneuver most enemy aircraft. However, as the war progressed, newer and faster Allied aircraft like the P-51 Mustang and P-47 Thunderbolt started to dominate the skies, exposing the Ki-43's weaknesses in speed, protection, and firepower. The lack of self-sealing fuel tanks and minimal armor protection meant that even minor damage could be catastrophic. Despite these drawbacks, experienced pilots who understood the aircraft's strengths could still engage in successful dogfights by relying on superior maneuverability and tactical flying. Throughout its service life, multiple variants of the Ki-43 were developed to address its shortcomings. The Ki-43I was the initial version, followed by the Ki-43II, which introduced a more powerful engine and slight structural enhancements. The Ki-43-3, the final version, aimed to further improve speed and firepower, but by the time it was introduced, Allied air superiority was overwhelming. Production of the Ki-43 continued until the end of the war, with over 5,900 units built. It was used by several nations after the war, including China, Thailand, and Indonesia, before being retired. In historical evaluations, the Ki-43 is often remembered for its exceptional dogfighting capabilities rather than its raw power. It served as an essential stepping stone in the evolution of Japanese fighter aircraft and provided valuable lessons for later designs. Its combat effectiveness depended largely on pilot skill, as those who mastered its strengths could hold their own against even more advanced enemy aircraft. However, as technology advanced and air combat strategies evolved, the Ki-43 became increasingly outdated, eventually being replaced by more modern aircraft. Even today, aviation enthusiasts and historians continue to study the Nakajima Ki-43 Hayabusa, recognizing it as a significant piece of World War II aviation history. Restored models can be found in museums around the world, preserving its legacy for future generations. For aircraft lovers, this fighter remains a fascinating example of wartime engineering and tactical design. That's it for today's review of the Nakajima Ki-43 Hayabusa. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more detailed reviews of legendary aircraft, make sure to subscribe to MK Auto Reviews and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content.